finished organizing my shelf, and I wanted to give you guys like a little preview, and I wanted to do a little challenge. Like, a lot of people on MangaTube, YouTube have been doing a challenge where they go down each shelf and like name their favorite series on each shelf, and I think that would be super fun. And I'm gonna give you a preview of everything so far. There's still a couple of series that I don't have on my shelf just yet, like that I still have in my apartment, but for the most part this is like mostly updated, I think, and there's still some room to grow. I'll get into that, but yeah, so let's start on the top one, which I wasn't able to show you the reorganizing of, unfortunately. But yeah, this is gonna be like my shonen jump / like battle trope shonen series. So we have Dr. Stone's, Sergeant Frog, Chainsaw Man, and Spy Family. Chibi Vampire is only there temporarily. I kind of decided as throughout the process, like you may have noticed down here on this shelf I was having some issues, but I decided that Chobits and Chibi Vampire are like kind of cousins, so they're gonna be together eventually, but for right now they're separated, but that's not the point. So on this shelf, I think my favorite, okay, I'm gonna give you guys 2 answers for each shelf. One answer is gonna be like with recency bias, and the other one's gonna be like without recency bias. So without recency bias, I would say Dr. Stone is my favorite. You guys may know that this is like one of my all-time favorite series, and I just think that the world building is really done really well, and the pacing is really good as well. Yeah, I really like Dr. Stone. I feel like it's coming to an end in a very like concise way. A lot of like long-running shonen series have a lot of issues with the wrap-up, but I haven't read the ending of it just yet, but the way that it's going right now, I feel like it's gonna go into like a very satisfying conclusion. So I like Dr. Stone, yes, number 1. But if we're talking recency bias, you feel me, I'm gonna have to go with Chainsaw Man. This has been one of my favorite things recently, especially because chapters come out weekly and I keep up with it weekly, so like the recency bias is really strong with this one. So Chainsaw Man. So on this second shelf, we have like a lot of shoujo. I like this one because the colors complement each other pretty well. Yeah, so without recency bias, it might be obvious, it's Fruits Basket. It's always gonna go to Fruits Basket. It's one of my all-time favorite series. It's another series that's long running, but I feel like it concludes in a very like good way, you know, like it comes to a satisfying conclusion, and all the characters get fleshed out so well, and you get to see so many different backstories, and I just love seeing all the characters come to like how important Toru is to everybody, and like I just like Toru as a character as well. Okay, yeah, I just love Fruits Basket, okay? Read Fruits Basket, y'all. But if we're talking recency bias, I have to give it to Paradise Kiss. Oh my god, I recently read this one, and this is so freaking good. Like, I'm realizing that I'm like a sucker for like a concise story, and this was told so well. Like it had a good beginning, middle, and end, you know? Like, it was very well told. Paradise Kiss. I really recommend it. If you like Nana, you'll definitely like this. Like, same author, same vibes. Not same vibes, similar vibes. Yeah. So the next shelf, which is my like magical girl / shoujo beat shelf, like eventually the goal is to get the shoujo beat stuff off of here. Like, I mean, not the shoujo beat stuff, but specifically Full Moon and Nana. It's supposed to be like magical girl only. But yeah. So on this shelf, I would say with recency bias, I think I would say I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, which is like in the corner over there. Another short story that like tells a very concise story from beginning to end. I really love the relationship that forms in that series or in that story. Yeah, I think I might give it to I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I think without recency bias, which like it's gonna go the other way, like I don't know, I feel like there's recency bias and then there's like middle and then there's like nostalgia goggles, you know what I'm saying? So if we're talking nostalgia goggles, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Sugar Sugar Rune. I've been really into like watching my magical girl series again, And like I'm itching to get into Sugar Sugar Rune again because I just remember loving it so much. So I'm just gonna say Sugar Sugar Rune. Yeah. Third shelf down here. So this one's tough. My favorite series. Okay. My favorite series with recency bias would be Solanin. I'm on a roll with choosing short series, but Solanin was really impactful to me. And I just really I loved it way more than I was expecting to like it. Because a lot of people hype up, like Good Night Poon Poon, and they're always like, oh, like that one's super depressing. But Solanin is like a good entry level for Inio Asano. And I was honestly not expecting to like it. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I can relate a lot to the main character. I feel like if you're somebody who's in like your early 20s, recently graduated college, trying to get your footing in the world and stuff, Solanin like captures that in essence perfectly and does it in 20 chapters, you know what I'm saying? And then without recency bias, which means like if we don't count the last 3 chapters, you feel me, my favorite is obviously Tokyo Revengers. If you've been on the channel for any amount of time, I feel like you would know Tokyo Revengers is like my all-time favorite series ever. So I have to give my props to Tokyo Revengers. Without recency bias means like if I was thinking about a month ago, you feel me, like before the last chapters came out, you feel me, Tokyo Revengers was peak. But it's fine. As a whole, if you want to know my thoughts, actually, I don't actually know which video I'll talk about my thoughts on the chapters of like the ending of Tokyo Revengers. But when it comes out, I'll let y'all know. I don't know what I'm saying. But I also want to give an honorable mention to Parasite because I freaking love Parasite. It's so good. That's another like recency bias, I guess, because I recently finished it and like it's so excellent. Check it out, guys. And the final shelf down here at the bottom. So if we had to choose, I guess we'll go back the same way. Like, in general, my favorite would be Soul Eater because it's good. But also, I have nostalgia. I don't know. I was gonna say that Chobits is like, I have nostalgia goggles for that one. Like, it was, as I was putting it down here, I was like, damn, I can't believe I just demoted Chobits to the bottom shelf for no reason. Like, these ones are here. Soul Eater's here because it's a hardcover and I want like the heaviest books at the bottom. And then Pokemon just kind of, it's like the next heaviest book. But Chobits like got no reason to be down here. I felt so like, I feel like I was disrespecting the series. Because like back in the day, this was one of the first manga series I completed the collection for. And I read it and like I loved it so much. This used to be one of my favorite all time. So that's my nostalgia goggles pick, and Soul Eater is my regular pick. Sorry, Pokemon. I literally only read that one, so there's not much to go off of. Meanwhile, like I've read a good chunk of Soul Eater. I've watched the whole anime, and I've read Chobits multiple times. So yeah, that is the bottom shelf. And then once again, a quick pan of all the shelves. I have to stand up because I sat down to get on the bottom. Give me. This is smooth. Yep. This shelf, this one, and this one. And then up here is my box sets. I say box sets, it is a single box set on High School Host Club. Guys, I'm going to get, okay, not to be too distracted, but I watched Princess Jellyfish a few recently, and like it's so good. And I'm gonna get the box set, and I'm so excited. I'm waiting to see if they put the box set on sale on Right Stuff for the holiday sale. I don't know if they will, but like if they do, I'm gonna buy it and I'm so excited. I'm gonna put it up there. And then they announced a Toilet Bound Hanako-kun box set. I watched the anime for that and I really liked it, and then I bought the first 3 volumes of the manga. And I was actually like, it's on the top of my list of things that I would buy during the Christmas sale if they put it on Right Stuff, but they announced the box set, so I'm gonna get the box set and it's gonna go up there too. I love how I was like, I don't want heavy things at the top, and that's why the hardcovers are at the bottom, but I'm also like, I'm gonna put my box sets up there. I probably shouldn't do that. As I'm talking, I'm realizing I should put the box sets on the bottom. Maybe I'll make the top one like a shelf. Like, I'll put books up there. I don't know. Not to be distracted, but do you guys like this Tokyo Revengers print? I just realized you could see Kazutora and Draken, so this is the Tokyo Revengers print. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I felt like I needed to address the elephant in the room, which is that print that's kind of just up there. Yeah, okay, I'm done talking. Bye bye.